Hold on, I'm going to show you exactly how being inconsistent is actually going to help you manifest faster. And then you'll wonder why was I ever consistent in the first place? I appreciate you lovely souls for subscribing right down at the bottom, because you're starting to see that you're getting breakthroughs in every single video that I'm putting out. You've probably heard it all growing up. Being inconsistent isn't going to get you far. You got to stick to things and do them for you to have the results that you want. But what if that wasn't the only way? What if you were just having a certain perspective or belief about it that was just making it look like that in your reality? And that's when I started to realize. I really started to think about this. When I'm doing these subliminals and I'm doing guided meditations, and you know how it says on those subliminals and guided meditations that do this for 30 days, do this for 21 days. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, why am I forcing myself to do this? Because all for the sake of consistency. What if I was looking at it? What if I was looking at it in a certain way? And I noticed that when I started to shift my perspective on this, I started to manifest faster. And I could tell I was manifesting faster because I felt better. That is a key thing. That is the first thing you're going to see when you're manifesting something, is you feel good about it. You feel excited. You feel better. So lately, if you've seen some of my other videos, I have been on the past weeks or the past week or whatever, I was doing subliminals, the subliminal type meditation. Well, they're not even meditations. They're just subliminals. So I was doing that, and I was really excited to do that. I was like, this is cool. This is awesome. And now, not so much. I started to get bored with it. Like, am I really going to force myself to do these listen to these subliminals every single day? Is that really the fastest path to my manifestation? No, it's not. And I know it's not, because I'm feeling bored. It's not exciting to me. It feels more like a chore now. That means that that path is out of alignment with me. It's not my fastest path to my manifestation. So if you're feeling that way when you're doing these subliminals and you think, I have to do this certain technique for 30 days or else what? Or else what? Because those are just limiting beliefs. And even think about it this way. This is when it comes to change. What are your beliefs about change? Even though that may seem like it's on a smaller scale, that is your beliefs about change. If you change the technique, what do you believe will happen? What are you scared will happen to you? Start asking yourself that. Because the way that you're going to flow and have your manifestation be on the fastest path is for you to follow the fun. Follow what's fun to you. Follow what you love to do. Follow what you're excited about. That's how you know you're on the fastest path. And if you're so scared of this change and you have limiting beliefs about change, you're going to be so rigid and box yourself in to a certain technique that isn't the fastest path to your manifestation. Now, if it's exciting for you to do these subliminals every single day, then that's your fastest path. Good for you. That's good then. You're still following your intuition. But if for some reason it starts to feel boring, or you start to feel like, I got to do this today. That's how I was feeling. I shifted. I realized, because through shifting my limiting beliefs, I was like, okay, so this path is out of alignment with me now. What is the next fun thing that I want to do? And that was EFTs, the emotional freedom tapping. I did that, and that was fun. I did that for a day. Cool. That was my fastest path to my manifestation. I'm on the fastest path. And then yesterday or a few days ago, I was doing guided meditations. Now that's fun to me. So I'm following my excitement. I'm following the fun. I'm following what I love to do. Now, if it's fun for me to do these meditations every single day, then you bet I'm going to be doing them, right? So what path are you following? What are you doing? Have you been stuck in that cycle and boxing yourself in where you're like, I got to do this or else I'm required to do that? You're not required to do that. You're not required in manifestation, conscious manifestation, you're not required to effort your way into doing something. You're not required to just have just enough willpower to get yourself through it, to get to the end. Because let me tell you this, you may have to watch this video a couple times through, because you're going to feel this vibrational frequency when you're tuned into this. When you're tuned into this video and you're in the certain vibrational frequency where you're matching mine, you're going to access so much information and so many breakthroughs. But what I want to tell you is that it's not about being consistent with a certain technique, okay? It's about you being inconsistently consistent. Get that paradox? There are so many paradoxes in manifestation. When you start to understand them, your mind's going to be blown. You're going to unlock so much more information for yourself. Because the point is, you can be inconsistent with the techniques that you do because you're following your intuition, and your intuition is not going to be like, let's do this for 30 days and do this and only this and nothing more. Your intuition is not going to make sense all the time. It may have you doing a subliminal one day, doing a guided meditation the next day, taking a course the next week. You have to be in the vibrational frequency to even be aware of this and being able to follow these steps that it gives you, because it's the fastest path to your manifestation. Now, you can try and control the path and say, I'm going to do this for 30 days. Then I'm going to do this for 30 days. And I'm going to do this course for 3 months and do nothing else, only the course. Okay? You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. By all means, you can. But to be on the fastest path to your manifestation, it's you following what is fun, you following what's exciting to you, you following what you love to do. Now, I'm in a course now and I do the course, but I'm not saying this is the only thing that I can do. I'm reading books. When I get the inspired action to pick up The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, I read that. If I get the intuitive hit to pick up on, what is it called? Mind Works, another book, I will read that until it's not exciting to me anymore, until it's not the fun way for me anymore. Then I go on to the next thing, right? Which is these guided meditations. And I still do the course. It's not like I'm not doing it. I'm doing it still, but I'm following my intuition. I'm not boxed in. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you boxing yourself in to the point where you're feeling overwhelmed? You're feeling stuck. You're feeling like, oh my gosh, nothing is working. You're feeling irritated and frustrated. Well, that's because you're boxing yourself in and you're not allowing your intuition to flow so that you can be on the exciting path, right? So be inconsistent with the technique, but be consistent in your vibrational frequency. That is the key. So when you're consistent with your vibrational frequency, you're consistently following what you're excited about. You're consistently following what you love to do. You're following your intuition. You're following that path, because the fastest path for you is an exciting path. It is exciting. And if for a second it doesn't feel exciting, you can shift your limiting beliefs. Now, you can see it different ways. You can see it as there's a limiting belief to be shifted. And that's a part of your fun in shifting this limiting belief so that you can continue to flow. Or you can see it as this path is out of alignment with me. So I'm going to go to the next fun thing, the next thing that I love to do. So it's being that consistent vibrational match to your desire. If you're building your business, you have a business that you absolutely love and you're passionate about it, great. That is great. You can do any technique. You can do different techniques every single day. You can be inconsistent with the technique, but you have your desire, which is this business. So you're matching the vibrational frequency of success and excitement on a consistent basis. And I'm going to add another piece in here for you. So it is being inconsistently consistent, but being committed at the same time. and you're committed to following the fun. You're committed to following what you love to do. You're committed to following your excitement. You're committed to that. And when you have those three locked in, you're going to see so many more opportunities for abundance, and so you're going to be so much more resourceful. You'll have resources all available to you. You'll start seeing things manifest faster. When you understand that, it's a paradox, but when you can unlock that paradox that I just told you, you're going to see your life change instantly. Things are going to look completely different. You'll have a new perspective, a new reality instantly. You got to see it as this. It's not about the technique. It's about vibrational frequency. Techniques don't do anything. They technically don't do anything if you don't have the right vibrational frequency. A technique won't do a lick of a thing. Okay? So you can do all the subliminals in the world. But if your vibrational frequency is out of whack, then you're not going to get the results that you're wanting. You can do all the guided meditations in the world. But if your vibrational frequency is off, then your results are going to be off. You're going to have spotty manifestations. Because for subliminals, it can be like, am I really even hearing anything? Like, this stuff doesn't work. So if that is your belief, that's in your vibrational frequency. You're not the vibrational frequency for the results, right? So you just got to see it that way and start seeing the paradox in manifestation. When you start to understand that there are paradoxes, like Bashar says, it's not this or that. It is this and that. And that's what it is about paradoxes. When you start to realize that, like I've said in many of my videos, about 90% of the things that you say and think are just beliefs that influence your reality. So you'll have these beliefs and you'll see them show up in your reality in different various ways. So you can be inconsistent and be consistent and get results. You can do that. That's why there's also that paradox that all of you're familiar with it, where there are rich people that are super rich, have these beliefs about being rich, that money is easy, all of that. But then they're unhappy. They're unhappy and they're drinking their problems away or doing something just to cope with their emotions in a negative way. That's a paradox. All these things exist. All paradoxes exist. Everything can work if you believe that it'll work. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how all of this is going together so beautifully? If you want a video on paradoxes and where we will go all into it, just let me know in the comments below. But the main thing of this, y'all, I'm telling you, is that you can be inconsistent. Don't judge yourself for being inconsistent, because that's also a thing. If you stop doing something and you're like, oh my gosh, I just never complete anything, you'll start to judge yourself sometimes. And you know what? That's just a limiting belief. All of those are just layers of limiting beliefs. Because when those limiting beliefs come up, your intuition, at the same time, you can see it like this. You may have your intuition come through, but it rubs up against a limiting belief. So it creates this friction. It creates a friction. And so you start to see it as, oh man, I'm just screwing up. I just never complete anything. I'm not good at this. When really, no, actually, you're just getting some intuition, but you're just cutting it off. You're not allowing it to come through because you have a limiting belief. If you allow the intuition to come through, you'll see it as, oh, actually, I'm just going to take this route instead. I'm just going to do some guided meditations instead. That's fun. I really like that. That's how you would see it, right? Is it clicking? You got it? This is some powerful stuff. When I mean your beliefs are influencing your reality, they are influencing it all the time. And I had a chart in a few videos ago about this life cycle of a belief and how it will show up in your reality many, many times a day. So if you haven't seen that, go back 2 videos ago and you will see it and you'll see how it relates to your life. And also I have a free training right down at the bottom to shatter your limiting beliefs. You can start doing that and you can start allowing your intuition to come through. You can start being inconsistently consistent, but being committed. The paradox. You know what? Write that down. That's the biggest thing you can get from this. You can be inconsistently consistent, but be committed. Ingrain that into your subconscious mind, because you will have the key for you to unlock and do the things that you desire and manifest instantly, manifest fast, manifest quickly. You can do it. You get to do it. You deserve to do it. Do you believe you deserve to do it? I appreciate you for subscribing to my channel right down at the bottom and pressing the bell icon. And I will see you, lovely, lovely souls, in the next video.